Negative.
Even on Cybertron, Jazz looks slick. So awesome, so awesome. But let me tell you, there was this one time.
B, we don't have time for stories.
Aw, man. You're no fun. Such a buzzkill.
Seriously, dude, we don't have time.
Alright. I'm out.
Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today, we're going to cover another Fall Cybertron figure. Guess what? We're covering Fall of Cybertron Jazz! Who doesn't like jazz? Seriously. Who doesn't like jazz? I mean, jazz music is where it's at, you know? Okay, so the robot's awesome, but so's music. Anyhow, let's go ahead and cover this dude, because he's really, really, really cool. He's actually one of my favorite of the whole line. But anyhow, let's go on to the figure itself. Here's Fall Cybertron Jazz. He is kind of a, I don't know, it's not like a really creamy white. I'd say it's more of a pearl. It's a really, really, really nice looking little car. Don't mind it. Like the idea they got like the blue striping going through them. Kind of wish there's a little bit of red, but can't really complain too much, especially with the paint apps that these guys have been getting. I do dig this car mode, really do. Very cool, very, very awesome Cybertronian car. Looks like it's a racer almost. Very neat. Dig the spoiler on the back. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can probably go back through and repaint him. I've seen this guy repainted his wheel jack. Several, I mean, I've seen people customize this guy several different ways. It's a very nice figure. I don't think there's any problems whatsoever. I do like that metallic looking blue going throughout there. It's really nice. I do like the idea that they did this with this kind of blue all the way throughout the entire robot itself. It's a very nice metallic. I do dig it. Comes with this little gun. Everybody wants to call it a pea shooter. Well, those who are complaining about this gun, seriously, why are you complaining? I mean, it's got enough detail in there to be exactly what you want. I mean, it's not a bad little gun. It's really not. Still trying to figure out exactly what the hole in the side there is for, which I'm sure it's for some type of gimmick that we haven't ran into yet. Somehow it's got to combine with something. But pretty neat. Do like it. Really, really cool. That gun can be plugged in here, or either a hole here on the side. He's got one there, and he's got one there. Also, I know, everybody said something about the fists in the back. Well, what I tend to do is I pull out one fist. And then, I'll take one gun, stick it under there, pull it out, kind of flip this thing here around, and as I fold this in, I actually tuck the barrel of the gun into the side of the car. And kind of, you know, you can imagine maybe that's a motor or some Cybertronian power system or whatever in the back. Kind of breaks it up so that way it doesn't look like exactly like a pair of hands, although it is a pair of hands, but it just kind of gives it a little difference. It does really cover in the back a little bit because it is a little hollow back here, but it's not a bad little car mode. Do dig these wheels. Pretty nice. It is kind of sad that they're not on little pins like they used to be, but honestly, if a wheel pops off, it's not like you can't pop it back on, so it's kind of a nice thing. Sadly, no rubber tires, no die cast, all plastic. That's what we're getting, guys, so just deal with it. probably gonna be a change in plans here pretty soon with your Beast Hunters line that's coming out, but this is a very, very nice figure. Very, very, very sweet. Yes, I know I probably should have reviewed these months ago, but honestly, everybody was flooding YouTube with it, so why not be a little later on it? Kind of helps. But he does have a lot of detail on the back. Really do dig it. I do like the idea that you got these pipes here sticking out, so you know you got his exhaust sticking out here on the top. Pretty cool. Really do like it. Because this is probably what a Porsche would have looked like on Cybertron. Who cares? I mean, this could be a faux window for all we know. I mean, nobody complains when Prime has windows in his chest. Why complain about anything else? Anyhow, let's go ahead and transform this guy, shall we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, here we go. First thing I always do is unpin these from the side. They plug into this little channel right there on the side with that peg. And then I'll bring them all the way to the front and clip it in. Just like so. When you clip this in, it actually clips right here. This little blue tab fits right into that little white part right there. And the next thing I'll do is I'll bring down the legs as everything else tries to flop, because that happens. And I'll just kind of bring them down straight. Straighten out the feet. They're on a silly little ratchet joint there. I think that's mainly just for stability reasons. If you would have just had like normal joints there, it probably would have fallen backward. But it's not bad. Next thing I do is I do this kind of all at one time, as I'll push up the chest and the back at the same time. And as we do this, we'll kind of accordion this back piece here. Back piece tends to get stuck sometimes, so just shove your thumb up there, move it up, bring this up, and then tab it in. It's got two little tabs. I'll show you here in a second on the back. If I can get them to cooperate, because it's being a bit of a pain today. It happens. What do you expect? Been a long day. Been doing a lot of videoing. But anyhow, I can quit pushing in on this back part. This is my fault, not the toy. My motor skills are screwed today. But anyhow, there we go. Then the next thing we'll do is we will untab this. And this right here is actually in a little tab hole up in here. It's like right inside there. You kind of push it forward and out. And it comes right off. And this is that tab I was talking about right there. Then you will hold this thing. It's kind of weird. What I tend to do is I rotate the entire arm. Unpins it from this little thing here, which fits into a little channel there. It's kind of a pain, but it's not that bad. I actually like the idea that they engineered that in there, because that really helps tab this entire toy together. It really holds it together very, very well. But let's do the same here on the other side. And then we will untab this. There. If it'll cooperate. There we go. And then we'll take his hand and rotate it back around. There we go. Here is Fall of Cybertron Jazz in his robot mode. It's not too bad. Really like it. It's kind of a cool bot. I do like the idea you still can peg things into his arms here on the sides. You do have pretty much really no other place to go with anything, because the the hole that was once on his top is now folded up under here. I do have people, and hear people do this all the time and complain about this hollowness in the chest, but honestly, if you're looking straight on or the side or anything, you really can't tell unless you start looking above. But who displays their Transformers like this? I don't know about you, but I don't put these things on magnets or glue them to a wall so that way people can see the hollowness when I display them anyway. But anyhow, he's got your standard articulation like everybody else, ratcheting joints everywhere on this guy, and it's all soft click, which is kind of nice. Doesn't really have any ankle tilt, not a big deal. But he's not a bad bot. Let's go into size comparison time. The notorious Peekaboo Prime. Peekaboo Prime's a little taller. This is where everybody wants to nerd rage. Oh my god! He shrunk! If that's Orion Pax, honestly, Orion Pax would have been the same size as the rest of the Autobots until he powered up and turned into Optimus Prime. So that's kind of how I see it. Everybody might want to complain about the size of this guy compared to him, but I mean, he's a very good bot. Very, very nice. Really do dig this bot, actually. I do like the car mode. I do enjoy the just how corny it is. I mean, it's nice that we got an updated Jazz, because we didn't get a Jazz during the Prime line at all. And it would have been nice to see maybe an updated RC from Fall of Cybertron, or even War for Cybertron would have been really nice, because considering she was in the game, would have been really nice to see a car version of her again, because I actually dig the car version better than the bike. So those who are freaking out, get over it, because that's my opinion. Anyhow, he's a very, very nice bot. On to my recommendations. If you're a completist, yeah, you're probably going to want this bot. If you're a Jazz fan, then you're silly not to get him. And honestly, I mean, he's not that bad of a toy. There's a lot of people out there who want to complain about him and complain about the side swipe, and just don't. I mean, seriously, it's not worth complaining about, because what you're getting on a peg is what you're going to get on a peg. And honestly, I bulk ordered these guys at the same time with my Bruticus. You guys seen me unbox them and show them to you, my unboxing that I got from BBTS, and they actually do an excellent job on packing, by the way, guys. If you guys have never ordered from BBTS, they go overboard on packing. But I'm not going to complain, because it's awesome. They rock. But anyhow, this has been Plasticon. This has been yet another review. And this is me signing off. Peace out, you guys.